2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And some room to work. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and start shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
It certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Seattle.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point forthcoming. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. These two teams all tied after one. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went. So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I do believe that sometimes as a defender, when you see read option, you're just making an educated guess because the offense feels like no matter what move you make, it turns out right for them. Sometimes it can burn you making that guess, but I think here, he said, I'm pursuing the quarterback no matter what he does, and this time, he picked the right option.
On first down, Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Throwing is Hurts. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. On the carry, here's Smith. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They find some open field here. And now the rookie's free. Past the 20.
You know they pay me.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 96 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. They will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down now, Cottrell. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 114 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Smith catches left side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The throw over the middle, taken in. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback?
Touchdown, Eagles! It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
14.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson got a man and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Hey, defense, let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Wilson.
Me and you all day.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away?
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Philly. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5 now. Hurts escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Seahawks 41. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Lockett the return. Now a Creasy here as he's past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play action with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he goes out right around the 39.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Damian Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Lockett the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum. Able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Hurts throw complete to Rager. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head